Alright, hello YouTube, welcome back to more From the Depths. You join us with our little work in progress destroyer. Haven't done anything more on it yet. Today, we're going to, I think, start by putting in its engines. We're going to be using what real ships would for this sort of thing. We're going to be using steam power. Now, we might have to, I think we're going to have to cut a little bit of a channel into the side of the ship for the propeller to go through. The game gives you the capability to clip through basically a single block of armor. So we'll be doing that. We'll also today maybe strengthen the internal armor. So what I'm thinking we'll do, I'm not sure how thick it wants to be. Let's have a look at that. We'll save it there with the holes for the propellers cut. We'll put the shafts there. Where's the Akazuki is still here. How thick is your armor? Okay, so internal components. So it looks like it is only a single block, and then all the internal components are behind a secondary layer. It looks like for the most part it is quite thin. Okay. Does that mean it's a good idea? Well, not necessarily, but like I said, I'm trying to get into the spirit of things a bit with this campaign. So, one layer of armor. For the most part on the destroyer. Nope. So we don't really need to thicken it any more than it is. So let's add the shafts first. Steam engine. We will not need, for the most part in this campaign, actually very much power. Because, well, there's nothing really on our ships that uses it. Detection systems don't use it. Weaponry doesn't use it because we can't use any energy using weaponry. We don't have railguns. We don't have lasers. We do sort of have particle cannons, but we're not using those. Again, try to get into the spirit of it. I don't want to cheat and use those, so we're going to... what would be propulsion for this? Small shot? Small shot? It's probably too big, if anything. Okay. Yeah, I guess 1 meter shaft. So, the shield shaft, I believe, is what you're supposed to use to go through things. You can go onto the... shaft propellers. Oh, we haven't got mirror mode on. Come on, propeller, come on. Oh. Is that right? Okay, no it wasn't. There we go. So our propellers, I believe they will need a reinforced section up here. Whether these are even the right way around, I don't know, but so we had that. Yeah, we need a transmission. This is what you use to basically be able to control the shafts properly. Okay, they look like they're okay then, because they've gone blue. Now we need to add some power to it. So we will want these small case cranks. Go for 6-cylinder. I don't know quite how many you'd really want on something like this. Gearbox at that end. Okay. Then we want we've got the transmission. So the gearbox basically allows it to work as a thing and generate a bit of power. Crankshafts will actually produce the power. We now need pistons. That was it. Try to think of the flipping name. Right. Pistons, 2 meters. Okay, those are all connected up. Steam wants to be coming in out of the top and going, or coming in the top and going out the side. So actually what we'll do is we'll reverse those. They should still connect fine. Yeah, no input piping connected. And then we'll run it out and have an actual functional exhaust that is actually piping steam out of the ship. So, what we'll also need is boilers. Now, again, sticking with a little bit of realism. Real destroyers, I believe, would for the most part have 2 boilers. So that's what we're going to go with. We might not necessarily need full power out of them, because we don't need to particularly generate an enormous amount of power for a not huge ship. It does want to be fast, a destroyer. So we'll want to be moving fairly quickly if we can get it moving at good speed, but we don't need power for anything else, so if anything, this might even be overkill, but we're going to do it anyway. So, resources. We'll also need fuel. Of course, World War One destroyer, or World War Two and one destroyer. It might be oil, but a lot of fuel, but a lot of them would also have been coal. We'll go for coal because I like the aesthetic. Not that it actually means anything. It's not actually changing the game's fuel. It's just visually looks like a pile of coal, and we'll have these two quote-unquote open coal silos, I guess. We can maybe add some nice thin decorative plating to make it look as if it's actually able to hold all of that. There we go. Stop it. Make it look like the coal can't slide out the side. But tell you what, why not? We'll have a probably overkill for a little decoration like this, but I like it. Yeah, you know what, don't worry about that. Right. Let's give it some resources. So add some controls so we can test it out. We have power. Kinetic power. Yeah, we don't really need that much. Can we set it down to like 2,000? And leave the rest hopefully for the propellers? I feel like we should be moving a bit quicker than that. We fit larger propellers, does that help a lot? Oh yeah, a lot faster, okay. Oh yeah, we can't steer. Right. They look quite large, but then again, it sort of looks right still somehow, so we'll maybe go with that for now. I'm doing a respectable roughly 30 meters a second. It's maybe something we can tune up later. Steering needs some work, however. The only thing is, yeah, this looks really comedically undersized. You know what? Let's go up a piston size. I feel like we're a little slow for the amount of power putting in. Let's go up a size and go up to the medium ones. We will not need we will not need large. They're far too big. This will be a medium 3-meter propeller. Still 2-meter shaft. Right, let's go. What is it? Medium shaft bearing. Fix the wall, I guess. Right, then we'll want another shaft. Transmission. Then we'll want more shaft. Oh yeah, don't we need a... Yeah, we'll need one of these as well to down from the piston casing. Cut it down to 4 per side though, because we do not need power generation to be massive in this ship, but We do want to get a decent speed out of it. Probably not going to be any guns underneath this section. Oh, let's go all the way to the top. That's not so great. Could raise the deck, but it looks quite nice and proportionate as it is. You can connect from the side, but there's no space there either. Good question. What we do here now, then? I can maybe flatten these out and from the sides, maybe. Can we fit medium pistons in from the side? Until we get to about there, we can't. Sticking out the side of the ship. Oh, what we... Okay, we might be able to do this. It's going to be a little bit strange, so... I'm going to do... hit. We'll have to stagger them. A ship with too big an engine for its own hull. We have a triple piston. Get those off to move because they're going to be swapped out later anyway. Oh. We got 3 pistons on each, which is not as much as I wanted, but hey ho. And we go like that. And then we go the gearboxes here. There we go. Again, not what I expected to be doing with it, but that seems to work. Go out, 2, 3. Corner. 2. 3-way. And then realise I have to redesign it on the other side with symmetry mode off because, yeah, they don't line up. That's probably why it didn't line up the first time, because it's not the same on both sides. Weird asymmetrical generator, ho! Oh, where's it meant to be? Oh, where are we meant to be putting steam in? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Okay. Is there even a way to do that without it running around the outside? I thought I'd work this out now, and now I'm just like, Don't think we can change shaft direction entirely, can we? We can't do a complete 90-degree shift. This is maybe why they were using motors. Because the steam engines are too big, is it? Yeah, as I said, I don't think there's like a 90-degree turn. Unless you went for a steam electric drive. I mean, they had diesel electric on the submarines. I don't know if they had anything that big on a real ship, but I guess we could potentially go for that. Like I say, trying to get into vaguely the spirit of it. I suppose we could do that. God, that was like a cool... I do still need the space for the generators themselves. Yeah, because our problem is these have to go vertical, basically, to fit. Otherwise we have to run steam through the outside of the ship, and it's not watertight. Or we can still do that, but it's extremely vulnerable, unless we add a bit of a bulge at the rear, and again, it really doesn't look good. It's the way the steam has to go that's the problem there. Right. Hang on, let's take that out again. Let's see. Oh, unless I stack... Oh, we could offset them vertically. Yeah, we could even, potentially even stack the two. If we went, so piston... no, we did crankshaft, don't we? The crankshaft will still want to line up with this. Still want it cased. So if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I guess. I know, but it needs to be, I just realized as well, it needs to be offset enough that we can... Piston, if the piston's there... Yeah, if we make it shorter, but we put that there, it'll have to be 4, and then we go... Yeah, there we go. And then we can just use the crank offsets to get it to the right place. Good to think what kind of inefficiency losses we should be taking there, but I don't believe these have one by default. Or have an inefficiency loss by default. We could even flip these upside down and have the... No, it still makes sense to have the steam coming out upwards. Right. Steam engine piping. We'll have to do these separately. I think I was going to try and see if there's any clever way I can mirror it across, but I don't think there is. Oh, I've got it wrong again. It needs to go into the sides. That's fine. I can use these outlet pipes. There, sorry, I'm a bit quiet because I'm trying to get my brain around the plumbing. Let's run these up to where they would be underneath the deck. One further up from there, 2 from there. We'll run these parallel next to each other under the deck and then have them merge out from their own funnels each. Got 2 funnels on this one. Those will be entirely decorative, but again, spirit of things. Now, I'm going to say it a lot, I do want this to be a somewhat, at least realistic looking build, even if it isn't actually. That's about handles. 24, 25, 26, 27, 25-ish. Reasonable speed. Not a speed demon, but reasonable speed, and it's handling okay looking at the moment. Right, now let's finally get onto that spin block rudder. This, I think I was going to say you need ACBs for, but I actually don't think we need that. Sub-objects? No, what is it? Prefab? Oh, what's it called? Not sub-objects? No. Oh, brain. Sub-objects. There we go. I don't know which way around these are supposed to be, so we'll put it that way around. Right. Large rudder. We want the... that. It's quite close to the propellers, actually. It might be too close, so we'll make sure the back's nice and short. So a little... yeah. Pivot. Oh, okay. I guess you could... hang on. You're not on your spin block anymore? Hang on. It's just like the, Oh, maybe this is like the sorry, I can't. I'm having so much trouble with words today. The ailerons. Maybe this is just like because I forgot I looked at these yesterday. Oh yeah, okay, cool. Okay, so we just need a. It's automatically. It does. Oh, cool. Okay, so you don't even need a spin block. That's way easier. It even knows which way to turn automatically. Okay, struggling a little more in the rough waves, but it's fine. Have we got an air pump in it? We do. Nice. Okay, it's starting to look good. The rudder's maybe a little large, but it's fine. It's fast. Fast ship, big rudder. Okay, so that's power generation done. Are we burning way more materials than we should be? 3.5 a second. We are achieving full pressure. It's pretty reliably. We have a ton of power, but I don't know if we need it. Yeah, now there's a question. If we limit this till just like 1,000, okay? We gain any notable increase in speed? No. Okay, there's a little bit of kinetic energy loss for having the gearboxes, but that's the price we have to pay for this slightly awkward shifting section. Yeah, is there a way to limit how much power we're using? Oh, right. I think if we put the yeah, if we do that right, it should. Yeah, it's having to burn less because it's actually letting the pressure build up a bit. We may want to give it a bit more leeway because you can blow out your boilers if they overpressure, but okay, that seems to be okay. Yeah, so we can do that. Right. So we have that. Let's add in turret wheels. We might have. I guess we'll have maybe 2 guns at the front. Again, the layout might change a bit as we build. I don't know if we're going to fit a second one in above the engine. We'll have a magazine maybe in the middle, roughly. Yeah, let's put the magazine here. Oh, you know what we should also be doing? We should be dividing the ship up. We should have water compartments. And we should put doors in them. Don't know if you really have one right between the coal and the boilers, but whatever. We'll assume we've got some mechanical feeding system, maybe. Like I say, advanced engines. Quote unquote. We'll have doors. We'll try and make this a ship that you can actually walk around on the inside of. Oh, one moment. And we're back. Sorry about that. Had to go buy some milk. Real life does keep going while you're recording, after all. Right. Oh. Continue up with the dividing walls and also putting some air pumps in. We put that one there. It's kind of actually no side. Yeah, we might have redundancy with the air pumps actually in case they're. That one's probably fine. That's not going to be hit. Well, that one's hit. The rest is knocked out anyway. Right. What I think it will do for the magazine, I don't know exactly how much we're going to need. So for the magazine, I'll do an armoured box, but we won't start filling it. That should be plenty, really. If we go 3 up and then... We'll just fill it as we need to, and then the AI we'll put next to it. It's nice, we don't have to worry about surge protectors this time, because we don't have, actually, I don't even know if we need that much. Yeah, I won't need to be huge for this, I don't think. That might be enough. We won't need surge protectors, because EMP's not going to be a thing. That's going to be nice. Right. So, put the AI in the middle. Yeah, actually, we won't need that much at all for the AI, right? We don't need detection systems. We will need a transmitter. Behavior. Aim point selection. Target prioritization. You are going to be aiming for the... Because you're a destroyer, you're going to be aiming to try and kill the biggest vehicle out there. Okay, launch torpedoes at the big battleships. Right. Do we need much else in here? It should have enough for a single behavior and whatnot automatically, right? Circle, yep. Distance, your combat distance will be 1,000. I guess that's fine. We'll tweak that later. The bigger ships will maybe go further out. Ship or tank. You can reverse and you can be stationary, but you cannot do anything else. Start to roam on its own, yep. So what I might do is just have a... Well, some applique to give it a little bit of extra resistance in here, but otherwise it'll pretty much be just that. It really doesn't need much space for the AI in this one. The AI is being hit a lot, we can always toughen it, but I think basically the way this is going to work is either it's going to be targeted by something like a another destroyer and it'll get into an actual fight, or it'll be targeted by something like a battleship and it won't matter because it'll just be destroyed. Oh, are you going to turn? Okay, yeah, it is working the rudder. It's not gonna crash into the landscape. Right. We're looking pretty good at the moment. So that'll be the AI magazine. We'll then do another divider. We'll add the turret wells, I think will be the next thing for the front. And we'll add a door. Yeah, some stairs to get onto the top at some point as well. That'll be another thing we'll want. Maybe even just a hatch and a ladder. Okay. Yeah, front turret wells. And I don't believe these are going to need to be enormous turrets. Let's go maybe... I guess where do we want the funnels on the bridge? Well, the funnel can go... Yeah, I suppose they can go anywhere, really. Right. Let's just put the turret well... Oh. We'll do another one 3 meters back. Stack above it. Oop. It helps if I get them the right size. Yeah, I guess we could, I don't know, is this even too big? No, we'll keep them this size. We'll keep them this size. We do want them to be reasonably powerful guns. Right. Then we'll have... Actually, let's start building a turret. Why not? Actually, I know why not, because that's about the time for the episode. Yeah, I know it's been mostly engines, but hopefully you've enjoyed this. Tell you what we'll do. We'll quickly route these before we finish up, while I do the wrap-up text. I'll add this here, since I don't think I've done it at all this series yet. I do make games, as well as playing them. So if you want to really support the channel, go have a look in the description. You can see the stuff I've made. If I remember correctly, there should be links to both of them in the again in the description. We'll have the funnels be about here. So maybe like there. And there. But yeah. hopefully you might like them. I'll see you guys all again next time. Goodbye.